Afternoon. Welcome to Monday afternoon live with me, Vinod James. Welcome to another week beginning. Welcome to Neethu's Academy, reading live. How are you all? How was your day? How have you been up to? What are you up to? So all those things are a question, isn't it? Yes, all are doing good. How was your weekend? That's the most important thing. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, relaxed, all back again. Yes, did you all do well this weekend? Relaxed, calm and composed, take a breather. I hope you did. And do not forget, Neethu Madam is going to come live this Friday. So make sure that you put a reminder. Yeah. Sanju Matthew, good afternoon. Simi Nibu, good afternoon. Yes, our students are piling up. The very first day of this week. Asha Sibin, good afternoon. So it's nice to see those emblems next to you as well. Number one, heart shape, hand. Lot of students are there. Ample students are there to support us. So happy for that. Neethu Jijo, good afternoon. Right. A lot of new names as well. So if there is anybody who's attending for the very first time, please do let me know as well. Ashlyn Joes, good afternoon. Anju Tinto, good afternoon. Angel Rose, good afternoon. So there you have on the screen, isn't it, the new writing depiction with which Neethu Madam is going to come this Friday. So do clock in 10 p.m. Indian time at the very same page that you're watching. So please do keep a reminder. Renu Viad, good afternoon. Sarah Thomas, good afternoon. Jobita Thomas, good afternoon. Jarina, good afternoon. Christina Sabu, good afternoon. Susmita Ajit, good afternoon. A very, very, very good afternoon to all my lovely students. Not only good afternoon, a good morning and a good evening as well. Chinju Joseph, good afternoon. Dismi Davis, good afternoon. So if you're not a student who have not yet liked our page, not yet subscribed to our channel, not yet following our channel, following our page, please do click those buttons so that will show that you are there in support for us. Because whatever we are just for you. Kavita Jasmine, good afternoon. Alba Ravi, good afternoon, a new name. Sangeeta Kichus, new name, good afternoon. Sanita Sabu, good afternoon. Vidya S. Karnagar, good afternoon. So why I keep on asking you what your new is, just to give you some insight. Okay. See, if you're not aware, we have only two Telegram groups. Okay, one we have just pinned. Okay, that is our official Neethus Academy Telegram page, and then we have an exclusive reading Telegram page. We only have those two groups, both are free groups. Then the only thing what happens is Steffi Anjana Suraj, good afternoon. Steffi Benny, good afternoon. Jyoti Sebastian, good afternoon. Elizabeth Matthew, good afternoon. Tinto Manu, good afternoon. Elizabeth Matthew, good afternoon. Sijili Jo, good afternoon. So for you to get into the reading Telegram page, we only accept you after scrutinizing. Now, why scrutinizing? Okay. Manju Marita, good afternoon. I'm happy to see your cheerful face. I know why you're saying that. Okay. So, see, people have seen me in two different faces, of course. That is there. That is for a reason. They will understand it after. When these are all my regular batch students. So, yeah, good enough. Sanjana Sabu, good afternoon. Anjana Ramachandran, good afternoon. Asha Rani, good afternoon. Aliyah Nizam, good afternoon. Alina James, good afternoon. Vidya Ranjit, good afternoon. Nancy Joseph, good afternoon. Binija Sanish, good afternoon. Ashley Achu, good afternoon. So, yes, Hannah Mary, good afternoon. Anybody who's attending for the very first time? Anybody like that? Santili KV, good afternoon. Anybody attending my live for the very first time? If so, please do let me know where you're from as well. That's just to say that I know people from different parts of the world. Shiva Jolly, good afternoon. Feena Paul, good afternoon. Aishwarya Krishnan, good afternoon. Anila George, good afternoon. Sorry, good morning. Anju Nair, hi. So anybody attending Aringondo, attending for the very first time, Atira Prashant, good afternoon. Ashley Elizabeth, good afternoon. Very, very, very good afternoon to all of you. Reshmi Mormanoj, good afternoon. Kessia and John, good afternoon. A lot of new names. Binijal Sanis, thank you very much. She said that she's attending for the very first time. If possible, may I know where you're from as well? Gigi Prajosh, good afternoon. So a lot of new names. Just to Melby Michael, good afternoon. Sorry, good evening. So that's why I said good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because all my students are from different parts of the world and they have different timings. Alina, very first time, sir. Thank you. Anjana Ramachandran, first time. So may I know where are all these first timers from? It's just to tell myself, okay, I have known people from different parts of the world. That's all. Yeah. Just me, and it's not mandatory. Okay. That's why I'm not forcing anyone. Liji Baiju, good afternoon. Binija from Chalakudi. Okay, the very first student from Chalakudi, even though I know there are a lot of students from Trishur. So Binija from Chalakudi. Okay, good enough. Now I have known people in Chalakudi as well. Hannah Mary Kodamangalam. Okay, there were few. So again, Hannah as well from Kodamangalam. Aparna Akhil, good afternoon. A very, very, very good afternoon. So if you're new, again, just making sure that you do not fall for wrong people. Okay. See, if you have any doubts, if you want to clarify anything, there are few numbers, not few, a number which is there, and one more would be there. So those are the two admin numbers. If you want any help with regards to knowing any information from Sangeeta Kichus to Vandram, a very renowned place for me. Okay, fair enough. Now I know a person from the capital of Kerala as well. Okay, good enough. So, Sandhya, Girish, good afternoon. If you want any insights, okay, you want to know anything about Neethus Academy, please do call that number. If you want to know more about the different language exam training that we give, please do not hesitate to contact those numbers. We do have an array of training options available for you. So if you want, please do. We have regular batches, we have crash courses available, because these are all things that we have evolved from what you have told us. We always believe that you are our strength, and that is why we're very much committed on the aspect of making sure that you reach your dream country. And that is where people have two faces seen, because our job is to make sure that Vinita Janisha, okay, fair enough, I have another person from Dubai, okay, good enough. Priya Bobby, good afternoon. Jester Noble, good evening. Happy to see you. Happy to see you as well. Elizabeth Johnson, good afternoon. See, that's what our commitment is towards you, isn't it? Because you come trusting us. And that is what we keep as a promise. And that's why there's two faces, if at all you're talking about that. Because there's only one face, but you have different faces on the aspect of how you see and what is the purpose of it. Right. Because if you see, together we can. Because our job is to make sure that you also do what you are expected to do. Okay. Nina Joy Moon, good afternoon. A very good afternoon to all my lovely students. So are you all ready for today's session? If so, please do give me a big thumbs up. Very quick thumbs up, and then we will go into today's session. So I'm sure that all of you are ready, eagerly waiting for today's session. We'll be doing two things. One, a part A question, which I've already shared in the group, and the other one is a part B question, which we'll be sharing live on the screen. Okay, so your job is to make sure that when we share that part B question, it's for you to just do find an answer. Don't leave your answer blank. That means do write something. See, writing blank anybody can do, isn't it? Where is your effort? That is why we always believe together we can. We want you to push hard. Ready, Ashmi ready, Jarina ready, Simi ready, Gigi Prajosh ready. Okay, excellent. This is what I love about my students in front of me. They're always responsive. And see, the only way that I could gauge whether you are there with me, you're following me, is about from your response. Dina Samuel ready, Susan Renju Thomas, good afternoon, Anila George ready. And also one small request from our side is, or not our side, my side. Okay, it's for me to gauge about where my teaching is conveying into you or not, is depending on the number of shares that you do. So if you feel that this link is beneficial, please do share in your social media platform. Why that is because there are n number of students who are still unaware that we do classes free as well. So Vidya Ranjit Reddy, Aishwarya Reddy, Susan Reddy, Anjana Reddy, Binija Reddy, Santili Reddy, Ansi Reddy, Vidya S. Karnagar Reddy. Okay, as you have all said that you're ready, so what I'm going to do is you'll have the question popping up on the screen. As soon as the question pops up, it do have a timer. So please do fight with the time and do complete your answers before the time ends. Do not type the answers. I'll ask you when to type the answers. If you have done, just put a thumbs up or say done. There you have the question. Please do that. Okay, time up. Just eluded yourself. Yeah. How many of you have done on or before time? How many of you have done? Got an answer? A, B, C. Right or wrong is not my question. How many of you got an answer? Can't see anybody having an answer. Anjana Suraj do have an answer. Okay, fair enough. How about others? All of you have an answer? Ashmi Sagar has an answer. Done. Okay, fair enough. Anjana Anna has. Okay, done. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Asha Sebin done. Okay, good enough. Jarina done. Good enough. Simini done. Okay. Jinsi George done. Atira Prashant done. Janice Justin done. Okay. Vidya Ranjit done. So again, I repeat, if you have not followed our page, please do click the follow button. If you have not liked our page, please do like the button. If you have not followed the channel that you're watching, please do subscribe the channel. If you have not yet shared the link, please do share the link. Aparna Kildan, Merlin Sebastian, Dubai, no? Can't remember. Anila George is saying B, Sanju Matthew, done. Rinovi I've done, Neethu Anish done, Gigi Prajosh done, Tintu Manu done. Okay, now because you said you have done, would you be kind enough to tell me what is your answer? Not just what is your answer, where you have got the answer. Okay. Shivaranjani done, Swati Sumesh done, Feena Paul, yes, Anjuna done, Neethu Anish B. Okay. Now see, I want your answer. Yes, of course I need your answer, but I want to know where you got that answer. That where is important. Neethu Anish is saying B, Ashmi is saying B, Neethu Jijo is saying B, Sarah Thomas B from 6, 7, 8 lines. See, that is what it is. I want to know where you have got that answer from. Atira Prashant B, Jinsi George B, Sandhya Girish B. See, I want all of you to write what you have got, okay? Because see, the whole reason you have to always understand is what is the reason that we are here for. See, you have to always understand we are here to help you. We are here to correct your mistakes. Okay, so whatever is your answer, have that courage to say, okay, this is what my answer is. Simini Bubi from middle, Janice Justin B, Merlin Sebastian B from middle para, Christina Sabu option B from second para, Donna Sirajan B, Jumisha, no, good afternoon, a very good afternoon. Jobita Thomas B, Susan Ranju B, okay, from second para, Anila George 459, okay, excellent. See, this is what I love about my students. Okay, you tell them, they comply. That's the most beautiful thing about you as students. Vidya S. Karnavar B, Hannah Mary B, Asha Sibin B from Middle Para, Sumita Ajay B. Nobody have got any answers? Are you sure? Aparna Akhil B from second para. Anjana Suraj B from middle para. Mel B Michael. Done. Okay. Sanju B middle para. Liji Baiju B. Jarina B from last few lines. Okay, fair enough. Jyoti Sebastian A from first sentence. Okay, fair enough. Sumita Jet B middle para. Gigi Prajosh B from first para. See, this is what the diversity is, isn't it? This is where you have to understand the same place you will have different options coming depending on how you read or what is the thing that you are. It's not wrong. See, the question is like that and the answer options are like that. There we have the question. Now let's go and dig it into. Now, what is the first thing to do? In Neethu, Anish is saying 6, 7, 8 lines. Achu Nitin is also saying A. Fair enough. Now, see, what are the things that you have to do? See, part B comes after. They will give you only part B and C material only after they take away the part A material from you. Okay, that's the time that you have. Just now, noble, I got B from second para, second and third line. Okay, fair enough. Now, let's go and see. See, part B, the type of question changes, the strategy changes, everything changes. Do not bring anything from part A to part B. No continuity, nothing to do with part A as well. So part B is 6 questions you will have and 6 different focus you'll have. But the thing what you have to always remember is these will be short paragraphs and you will have the corresponding question and you'll have to find the answer from the given paragraph. That's the most important thing. Okay. So first and the foremost thing that you do when you do a part B is read the question. Okay, that's very important. Underline the keywords in the question, understand the question. These are the important things. Read the question, underline the keywords in the question, understand the question. Okay, that is very, very, very important. Now let's see what the question is asking you. Okay, it's clearly saying the email. So this is definitely an email. Explains that ongoing professional development must be demonstrated. So must be demonstrated. So that means for sure, what are the things to be done by? Now you have to read along with this sentence. Okay. See, the email explains that ongoing professional development must be demonstrated by sending evidence to the board on a yearly basis. Sending them must be demonstrated by recording the details of the activities undertaken, must be demonstrated by completing the form attached to the email. Okay. Now, after underlining the keywords in the question, there are 2 options what you can do. You can read the paragraph and then you can pick an answer. Or if you're like me, I love to read my answer option, underline the keywords in the answer option, then I go read the passage and pick it up. So here, sending evidence. Okay, yearly. Board is okay, I understood, but I don't need that board. So sending evidence yearly. The next one, recording activities. That's enough. Completing form. Enough. See, the keyword should always be limited to a maximum of 2 or 3. That's it. You can't go more. Keywords should be keywords. A student still doesn't understand the importance is because they underline big search. They underline keywords for me. That's where my students are going wrong. So keywords are key words. Yeah. Now after this, okay, I know what I'm to look for, isn't it? 1, sending evidence, yearly basis. then recording what it has been done, and the other one is completing the form. Now let's see. See, most of the words would be mentioned in the question. That is for sure. Now see, to all nursing staff, professional development. Do not skip anything. Now read it. We are writing to remind the nursing and midwifery staff of the need to keep track. So to keep track of your continuing professional development, that means there is an N missing, CP day, by filing in record sheet of your activities for the year. Okay, now see, record sheet of your activities for the year. So recording is there, activities is there, year is also there. See, these are all these are the things that makes you confused. Okay, the attached template can be used. Alternatively, you can devise your own. So this device. So that means completing the form attached to the email, not necessary, isn't it? Alternatively, they are giving you another option. You can even devise. Devise means what? Plan or invent by careful thought. You can do. So as you don't have any answers, so C is the first thing that you can eliminate. It is not to show the completing the form, because either you can use the template or you can devise your own. So it's not mandatory. While you do not need to submit evidence, now see, while you do not need to submit evidence. Now sending evidence on the yearly basis, they're saying you do not need to submit, isn't it? So slightly eliminated for me. Of your CPD to the nursing and midwifery board annually. Yeah, of course, annually, yearly, and all those things are mentioned, but do not need. You will be required to sign a declaration that you have completed the necessary hours. Okay, so staff must keep the evidence. Okay, now see, they have to keep the evidence. They're not saying sending. See, the sending is a problem. Keep the evidence, they must have evidence, submit evidence and all. That's not mandatory, but you should keep the evidence of the CPD attendance, such as dates, number of hours, enrollment forms, payment, score sheets, certificate of participation for 3 years. How many years you should keep your evidence? They're saying you should keep your evidence for 3 years in case of an audit, if an audit do come. The board reserve the right to randomly select a number of the registrants to audit each year. So what are they saying? They're only saying, please do keep your record. That's all. So the answer to this question is what? So if you really look into, the answer is very straight. What is the answer? The answer is B. Understood? The answer to the question is B. Any doubts? If there is any doubt, please do clarify. I'll be happy to understand. So a new word that you have learned is what? Devise. Devise is a verb. You plan, do after careful thoughts. Haha, Thomas, keep on dancing. Why not, isn't it? When we make ourselves so proud about ourselves on our achievement, you should. Neethu Jijo is also enjoying. Anila George saying, no doubts, excellent. Anybody with any clarification needed, or if you're not happy with what I have told you, please be kind enough to ask. No worries at all. Asha Sebin is also dancing. Good. I love people when they enjoy with their achievement. Jesta Noble is also dancing. Jerina is also happy. Good, 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 good. Any other doubts? Anybody with any doubts? People who got a understood why it is not sending is not there. They do not need to. They have to just keep your evidence for 3 years only. Understood? Any doubts? Undo endeങ്കിലും doubt? Or else shall we go to the next one? We don't have any doubts because we are always there for you. That's what we always do tell you and do remind you as well. We are there for you. KS. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Bincy Dixon. No, sir, it's clear. Okay, fair enough. Right. Jyoti Sebastian is also saying clear, excellent. Elizabeth Johnson, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, see, the excellent should come to you only, because you are doing a great job. Okay, doing work, studying, trying to make that big dream your achievement. So you should be telling yourself you are all excellent. Good, we're just a passing cloud in front of you, isn't it? I just gonna come in front of you for a very quick stint and we vanish because you'll be there in your dream country no sooner. And enjoy, no doubt. Aparna kill dancing, Neenu clear. Good. So as you've all said clear, let's go into today's part A material. So what is today's part A material? It's an absolutely stunning name, isn't it? Initially I was like, wow, what a name. Okay, I'm still not clear why this kind of so much tongue twisting kind of name given for a lot of condition which can be even very normal condition, isn't it? But when you hear it, you might feel that, oh my God, I'm just gonna go like that. But of course, you're all fluent with those names. So now, what is today's part? Tell me. It's a very, and most important thing, how you felt about today's part material? What is today's part? How you felt about today's part material? There you have the material on that. Okay, Marlon Sebastian is the first one to tell me. See, now why? Tricky material, Sarah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So the first review about my material or what Neethu madam I made you is tricky. Now, how about others? Easy just now. Okay, fair enough. So tricky, easy. Those are the two things that I have got already in front of me. How about others? How are you feeling? Clear, Neethu and Nish. Okay, fair enough. Right. So what is today's material? Erythroloplasminemia. It's a very, even though once your pronunciation is out, it seems like that. So erythroplasminemia. Good enough. Sanju is also saying tricky. Simi is saying tricky. Okay. Aparna is saying easy. All right. It's a mix of easy and tricky, is it? Okay. Good enough. See, I want all of you to comment. It's not about being there back. It's we are always like we feel that okay, we need to be pushed. See, I want you to tell yourself, see, enough is enough, isn't it? We have been waiting. I want to prove myself that I am going into my dream country. That should be the thing that you should always tell yourself. Right, now, as what you have said, is azeruloplasminemia is the material, and you gave me an insight about saying that, okay, it's between tricky and easy. Little bit difficult, Merlin. Okay, fair enough. So Merlin is saying little bit difficult. So what are Jobita is saying? Tricky material. Okay, fair enough. Let's see why we ask you. Okay, see, as we have told, you are a patron. We always believe in you. Okay, because it is you who are our prime strength. You are our potential, because when each one of you trust us, that's where we start believing on the aspect of whatever that we are doing is beneficial for you. Now, what are the things that you should really look for? See, strategy of part A is very different. The part A strategy is called skimming and scanning. What is part A strategy called? It's called skimming and scanning. See, now students doesn't understand what's the importance of skimming and scanning initially. Okay, but as days goes, they will understand. But what I'm trying to tell you is, please understand, this is the best way to make sure that you get the maximum score. Because, and on top of that, we only have 15 minutes to do 20 questions. This is challenging. Roughly about 45 seconds per question. Understood? So what are the things that you have to do? What is the difference between skim and scan? See, skim and scan. Skim means quick look. Scan means detailed look. Okay. So The main purpose of skimming is to make sure that you understand what is text A about, you understand what is text B about, you understand what is text C about, and you get a gauge of what Shalu Shahid. Really helpful. Thank you very much, Rahul. See, what that is what we are obliged to you because you trust us and we try to live to that expectation. But see, how we do is very different because the ultimate goal is to make sure that you reach your dream. So as long as you're finding it beneficial, we are highly satisfied. Thank you very much for that. Now, let's see, Priya Justin, good afternoon. Now, how to skim? Okay, see, I have clearly told you what to skim, how to skim, and all. Okay, even if you're not aware of it, please do watch the previous video, date backs to the initial period. We've done an exclusive video on the aspect of how to score. So, keywords are important. Now, keyword heading is important. Now, just to give you an idea about how to skim, okay, see, text A. Aceruloplasminemia is a rare congenital disorder which causes the iron to build up in different organs of the body. The disease is inherited in autosomal recessive manner. So autosomal recessive people with a higher risk of developing anemia, diabetes at the age of 20. Anemia may result in the excessive accumulation of iron and organ iron in the blood. Moreover, iron is damage of the beta cells and pancreas may highly and so insulin, secretion, diabetes. Some people have psychiatric disorder, dementia at the age of 40 to 50. Globalized mainly caused with the mutation of the CPG, the protein called ceruloplasmin. This protein is responsible for processing and transporting iron. So what I understand, this is a congenital disease. It is causing somebody is affected at the age of 40, somebody is affected at the age of 20. So diabetes, and what are the different things that is going to affect. So likewise, if you really look into part B, sorry, text B, it's talking about signs and symptoms. So if at all anything on the aspect of, okay, signs and symptoms, which text to go? Okay, go to text B. So primary symptoms are neurological, diabetes, fatigue, shortness of breath, pale skin, recording, so all these experience tremor, jerking, involuntary contraction, head and neck muscle, eyelid twitching. So all those symptoms are there. Now text C, what happened? Treatment. See, this is very important. This is how you get a gauge out of it. So text A, okay, all what age people are affected, what is it? It's a rare case. What are the things? Anemia and all those other things. Text B is about all signs and symptoms. Text C is about treatment. So any treatment related to where I should go to text C. Now D, they're talking about, see, in the fasting early morning serum transferrin saturation 50% and all those things. It's something about a study. So after I got a gauge. Now what I do, I go to text, I go to the question. Now to the question, see 1 to 7, you should always by heart this. 1 to 7 are called. Match the following question where you are expected to write the instructions as A, B, C, D. You should by heart it. Okay, these kind of question numbers and what type of question should be by hearted and what are the instructions. So this part we expect you to by heart it because you don't have to waste your valuable time. If your skimming is proper, then you're not going to read more. You will know where to go again. See, I'll give you an example. See, why is it necessary to have reassessment of patient in a year? So the question is saying, why necessary reassessment? So text A, no, text B, no, text C, no. So it should be somewhere in text D, isn't it? Why is the reason of reassessment? So reassessment means going again. So all those things. Follow the patient annually with, so that why is the concentration? These are all because if they don't have, then you need a reassessment. So the answer to the question is D. Good enough. Primary symptoms. So symptoms, do you really need to worry about which text without even looking? The answer is B, signs and symptoms only there. See here, this is where your keyword reference are. That's the importance of keywords. So that's why we emphasize, we force you to do keywords. Okay, next one. Vulnerable categories who get in your psychiatric disorder associated. So vulnerable categories means there is only one place where you have underlined, isn't it? So they are saying about who are the people who are getting, some people at the age of 40 to 50. So where are these people mentioned? A. Understood? Signs, conditions. So signs, conditions. Where are they talking about signs? Do you really need to worry? B. Greatest risk possessed by people with aceruloplasminemia are. So what are the greatest risks? So greatest risks are always mentioned. Where are they talking about? Greatest risk. They're talking about in A. These are higher risk of developing anemia and diabetes. So the answer to that question is A. Question 6. How can one assess secondary iron overload? So secondary iron overload. When I skimmed, I know that it was there as secondary iron overload. The word as such is mentioned in D. So do I really need to worry about? I don't need to. The answer is D. Steps taken in management of diabetes. Management of diabetes. Where do you think treatment is? Treatment is in C. Now, do you really need to know where it is? So you can go through. Since the condition is related to diabetes, efficient management of blood, so management is needed. So the answer is C. Understood? Now the next set of questions. These set of questions starts from 8 to 14 and these are called short answer question. And the instruction is you have to answer with a word, numbers, combination of both or short phrase. The short phrase can be about 3. Okay. Now underlining the keyword. So again, we expect you to by heart this, okay? So we want you to by heart. What facilities in the excretion of iron through kidney, dissolving it in the water? So excretion iron, dissolving water. So it should be where? It should be somewhere in C only, isn't it? Okay, let's see. So treatment of plasma patients are often treated with iron chelators that help dissolve excess of iron in water and facilitate excretion through kidney. So the answer is a two-word answer. IRONCHELATOR. Look, I have plenty of people who are saying 7 out of 7. Absolutely good enough. Just solid. Sorry, I missed your name. Very good. Keep it up. So IN chelators. CHEALATORS. Question number 9. Who encodes ceruloplasmin that are responsible processing and transporting? I do remember processing and transporting is there. I have underlined it in A. Why? Responsible processing transport. Who is responsible? CPGene. CPGENE. Where does the building of iron takes place based on the condition? So where do you think it does take place? So it's clearly saying where, so it should be there in the signs, isn't it? So regarding neurological problems that are associated with the brain, iron buildup people mostly experience. So where is it building up? It is building up in the brain. BRAIN. Excellent. Which chilled component transfuse? So transfuse is a word which is very important because transfuse happens from a bodily fluid, isn't it? So you should always remember restoration. So where are they talking about all these? They should be mentioning somewhere. So where they are talking about is word humed, where aeroloplasmin, transfusion, fresh frozen. So frozen. There you have the chilled component, human plasma. So what is the answer? Human plasma. No need of fresh, isn't it? See, which chilled component? The question is which. What is that? Not how it should be, isn't it? It should be chilled or not. So only human plasma. This is where that WH question takes a role. What in the pancreas get damaged? Abnormal conditions. So they're clearly asking you something is damaged in the, so where are they saying? Moreover, iron-induced damage to the beta cells of the pancreas mainly leads to abnormal insulin. So the answer is beta cell. Two-word answer again. BETACELLS. Question 13. What procedure? So procedure, normal aspirate aminotransferase level. So normal aminotransferase and all is mentioned in D only. So where it is clearly saying normal aspirate aminotransferase. What should be done? Yes, phlebotomy. Phlebotomy. The answer. Excellent. Again, what condition occur with it causes lethargy? Lethargy, okay, now that is a new word. So what are the thing called? Lethargy. See, that should be some signs, isn't it? So some signs about lethargy, some signs is called, signs means lethargy is fatigue. Then you have the next one, shortness of breathing. No, what is the next thing, next keyword? Breathlessness, shortness of breathing. So skin paleness, these are all the words which is given by pale skin, paleness, shortness of breath, all those things are there. So what is the thing which is the answer? What causes that? Develop anemia. So what is the answer? Anemia. A-N-E-M-I-A. Now 15 to 20, these are called fill in the blanks question. Instructions remains as such similar to short answer question, word, numbers, both short phrase. But here the problem is you should be aware of the repetition, redundancy. An article, if you repeat, the answer will be wrong. If you repeat the answer already there in the question, the answer will be wrong. So be aware. A dash test, so test is there, conducted to evaluate whether the patient is homozygous for HFEC282Y mutation. So these HFC and all those things where it is only there in text D, isn't it? HFE gene and all C28G mutation. So what should be the answer? So HFE gene testing is the patient homogen. So what is that? HFE gene is the answer. Good enough. Now question number 16. Aceruloplasminemia is an occasional means I know rare disorder that causes iron to accumulate. So it should be there somewhere in text A. So what are they saying in text A? They're clearly saying it is a rare. So occasional is there. Congenital disorder. So the answer is CONGENITAL. Disorder. Do we need? No. Is a rare congenital disorder that causes iron in the body. So congenital. Okay. It's congenital. Is there anywhere disorder there? Is there anywhere disorder mentioned? Yes or no? Disorder is clearly mentioned there, isn't it? So if you write disorder, the answer is wrong. But you haven't given me, I'm just telling you how important it is. So controlling blood sugar through oral medicines, controlling food and dash is necessary related to diabetes. So what are the things that is needed? So you have to always remember. So remember, see, always compare. Okay, when you're writing the answers, if it is mentioned, do not write it. Now oral is there. Yeah, is oral there? Yes or no? Oral is a keyword, isn't it? Because it clearly says effective management of blood glucose level through proper diet, antibiotic tablets is necessary. So what is the thing which is missing? Insulin injection. Why? Oral tablets. Antibiotic tablets means oral, proper diet. As it mentioned in the question, controlling food. That means proper diet. So the only thing which is missing is insulin injection. Excellent. Question 18. Symptoms related to dash show some part resemblance with Parkinson's disease. So the keyword is Parkinson's disease symptoms. So where are these symptoms and all? Definitely should be where? It should be in B, isn't it? So Parkinson's, where are they talking about Parkinson's disease? Parkinson's is here. So symptoms of sometimes similar too. So what are these? Locomotion related. So the question keywords are symptoms related. So related is already there in the question. So the answer should be locomotion. Locomotion, because the others are already mentioned in the question. Now, phlebotomy considered to be the best method suffering from excess buildup of iron in the dash. So where are they talking about in the dash? So phlebectomy. So where are they telling? Okay, the patient will suffer excessive iron buildup in the liver. So the answer is liver. Liver. The ultimate question. Okay. When the liver biopsy and dash is not consistent, so high level of iron flow where the serum checks, so serum checks and all iron flow, all these things are mentioned where? It is mentioned in D only. So the answer is hepatic iron quantitation. Where are they talking about serum and all those things? It is as such mentioned. Hepatic liver biopsy is not consistent. So follow up with serum and all. So what is that? Hepatic iron quantitation. That is where you get the answer. Absolutely good enough. I thought you would ask me that at least. So you're all good, excellent, stunning students. So if there is any Hirani Naveen, Pakistan, is it? No, there were two people from Pakistan and few from Afghanistan and all. Jesna Noble, 20 out of 20. Absolutely good enough. Stunning, stunning, superb, superb, superb. Keep it up. Anybody else? Any doubts? If you have, please do clarify. If not, please do tell me your scores. 19 Marlin, excellent, good enough, good enough. Sarah Thomas, 19, excellent, good enough, good enough. Keep it up. Susan Ranju, 19, excellent, good enough. Anybody else? Any doubts? Sanjita Daniel, 19, excellent, good enough. Sanju Matthew, 19, stunning, good enough. Even though you said tricky, but all of you are getting great scores. Aparna Akhil, 19, excellent, good enough, good enough. Smita Ajit, 14th answer. You tell me 14th answer, Smita. 14th answer is anemia. KSKF 20, Susmita 18, Harish Nair 19, very, very good, excellent. Manju Molanish 19, excellent, good enough. Yes, sir, I cleared from your material. You did. You cleared OET is what you meant? Or is you cleared any linguistic exam? What did you say? Melby Michael 14, absolutely good enough. So Sumita Ajay, thank you. Pleasure. Thanks a lot for this platform. I refer to many PK colleagues. See, this is what is stunning about, isn't it? An absolute stunner. A person from Pakistan as well have cleared the exam. It's all because of your effort. And thank you for those references. But absolutely, hard work do pay. We always believe in that. We are people who always believe it's only hard work that will take you through. So as you have all said, Jobita 19, so as you have all said, no doubt. So it's a big thanks to all of you from Neethu's family. Until and unless I meet you all tomorrow, adios from all of us. God bless you all. Take care.